welcome back to Daddy, Dad and Me. Thank you for those who have returned and who are subscribers to the channel. If you are new, we are same-sex adopters and adopted little man coming up for 3 months ago now. So he's shortly coming up to the adoption order. Now that he's been placed with us for 10 weeks. Just to explain a little bit about Daddy, Dad and Me, we put Daddy, Dad and Me together because when we very first started our adoption journey back in 2018, we struggled a little bit to find other adopters and prospective adopters to follow their journeys. So we felt it was useful to document parts of our journey, not only for us and for other people, but also for little man to look back on in years to come to see what happened and what we did and why. So we hope at some point he will see this in the future when he's a little bit older. So as you'll see from the title of this video, I wanted to talk about safeguarding. It's probably one of the most important videos that we'll do, and it's something that's been on my mind for a little while now. Just a little disclaimer, it's not aimed at anybody in particular. I just personally find it useful for people to be aware of it, and this video follows us seeing another blog about it, and I found it so interesting about that, which I'll explain a little bit in the video. But come on through and we shall talk a little bit more about safeguarding, why it is so important, and just really what to look out for, just to keep yourself safe and to keep your children safe as well. So come on through. Safeguarding, so yes, very, very important, and this video follows a blog that I saw, and yeah, it was very thought-provoking. It made me think about our Instagram, our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, everything, and made me thought about how much we share, and are we safe online, how much do we give away, and it also, I often see mainly on Instagram, adopters and prospective adopters, but they sometimes don't realise how much information they're giving away about themselves, their locations, etc. And again, as I said, this is in no way, in shape or form, this video is not aimed at anybody in particular. It's just there more as a reference point and just to be aware, and also just to have a look at anything that you have. So if you have a blog, if you have a vlog, if you have your Instagram, Facebooks, your own personal Facebooks, so a few things just to consider. Instagram, if you looked at our Instagram, we never tag ourselves in any particular location. The only ones we have done have been ones where they are way, way, way far away from us, so nothing that would give away our location to anybody, or in particular birth family. We are aware of some birth families who have put out social media campaigns, because obviously they've had a child removed from them for a particular reason, and yeah, I am aware, and someone has told me about social media campaigns before by birth families saying that their child has been taken away. So we have to be really careful online, and obviously most of us, if not all of us, are online at some point, and we give certain information. So in particular, say my personal Facebook is locked down, nobody can find my profile. I have to friend request people. You can only see my profile photo. There's, again, obviously little man isn't in that photo, and there is nothing on there in reference to anything whatsoever. However, the Daddy, Dad and Me Facebook, obviously we post on there, we have all our names on the blog itself, and there's information on the vlog. However, what we don't give away is details of our location. So I saw an adopter recently, and I wasn't too sure whether to say something, so maybe I should have. But they were obviously quite close to home, but then tagging themselves in a location, so instantly, straight away, I had an understanding of whereabouts in the country they were. So for instance, we will never tag ourselves anywhere. The only one place we have was when we travelled for a number of hours somewhere, and I felt safe in which to tag ourselves. Again, we don't do it all the time. We didn't, or haven't posted anything around birthdays. I do see a lot of people, and I do understand why maybe people have the need or the desire to want to share that, but I didn't feel particularly comfortable. As much as we had hundreds of photos, lovely photos of his birthday, it instantly, if we'd have posted it on the day or around about there of his birthday, it gives other people an awareness. They could quite easily figure out his birthday if they wanted to. So we didn't post on his birthday. We haven't posted any photos of his birthday, and there's been no reference made to that obviously than just what I've said now, because I'm just making sure that certain parts of his identity are kept safe. We have photos around here which feature us as a family over there. That's usually why I take the focus out of here, and again it's just so names, faces, etc. can't be seen. So if someone does want to look at any pictures or videos, then we just taking those preventative steps so nobody can see or recognise any faces in there. And it's just about being smart and being a bit clever. I know sometimes, again, like we all do, especially on the UK adoption community hashtag on Instagram, we all share a lot, but we don't ever show little man's face. We're often asked why perhaps we don't mention his name or say his name. Again, that's part of his identity that I'm not willing to share. The only details and people that know that are immediate family, friends and work colleagues, obviously, where we've discussed it and we're comfortable with that. We do share privately photos with people that we want to share with, but we don't with anybody online for obviously obvious reasons. So yeah, safeguarding, it's really just about protecting yourself. So I do hope that this video just kind of makes people think. As I said, if I can find the blog, I will link it below, but this was months and months ago when we were even prior to being matched. But yeah, we're just careful about what we post, when we post. So I would say don't try and post around birthdays as much as we all want to, but you give a lot away by it. And yeah, just protect yourself online. I know it's pretty obvious about birth families, but it's very easy for information to be given. So just have a look in your backgrounds of photos and videos before you post. Just double check. I do see a lot of people kind of blur out faces, whereas we do, we put the blue heart over his face, or try and take photos from behind or at a certain angle so you can't see. And I'm comfortable with that, and I don't think that will ever change going forward until he maybe makes that decision when he's older. And obviously his looks will change, he will change as a person. So yeah, we didn't want to take that decision out of his hands, and of course we'll never share any details about why he was adopted. That shouldn't be anyone, but sadly I kind of do see people from time to time just sharing bits of information. If they're comfortable with that, by all means share away, but yeah, it's just being mindful about how much information that you are giving away, and we all do. So yeah, just things about your own Facebook. One thing again with Facebook, the algorithm, don't go searching birth family, because it can often suggest you as a friend. If you had searched, I don't know, John Smith, then whoever you were looking at in particular, I have heard of instances where it then suggests you as a friend to them, so you're kind of leading them to you. So don't do it. I know the temptation may be there, but yeah, I've fully locked my profile down just so I feel safe and secure that what I do post, only the people that I want to see it can see. But I am aware on Instagram, say we've probably nearly got a following of 1,900 people, and many of them we don't know, but I only post what I feel comfortable, and it's parts of the journey that I feel comfortable sharing. Again, round his birthday, we didn't post anything for Little Man at all, and it's not been until after and later, so it's not obvious and easy for people to guess. They know his age, but again, not birthdays. I don't want people to know that. So a bit of a serious video, but I think it's one that's needed, and I hope people don't see it as a negative, but just maybe think about how much they post. And yeah, I know as humans we have this desire to want to share, and the Insta world's fake at the best of times anyway. Always about the Instagram versus reality aspect, and I've put photos on before with Little Man there who looks angelic, and then what people don't know is usually 2 or 3 minutes after he's had a big meltdown or he's been very upset. So yeah, it's just be aware of that. There will be people who use social media for their own advantage or for their use, so just be careful about what we share. Any questions? I'd love to hear from people about their own safeguarding, anything that I've not mentioned. Most of ours is around social media purely because of what we do, say the vlog, the blog, etc. So we'd love to hear from other people, any kind of things that they do or any other safeguarding that we should be thinking of. So hope you're all well. Bit of a late night video tonight. Little Man is in bed, and the husband is at work, so feeling really settled, kind of come 3 months, which looking back feels weird now to now be here. This is our new normal. Feel very comfortable. I'm just gonna have a bit of me time this evening, so do get in touch. Please do like and subscribe the video, and as I said, would love to hear from adopters, prospective adopters, and anybody watching, and about future videos, anything you'd like to see or ask us. Obviously, and if we can, due to safeguarding, we will try and give as much information or advice or guidance as we can. So please have a look at the Facebook, Instagram and Twitter pages, and have a lovely evening, and we will see you very, very soon. And yeah, we're now 2 weeks into nursery, so I'll leave it a little bit more before I kind of do a roundup of nursery in a few weeks or so. So have a lovely eves, and we'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye.